right, guys, I just want to just kind of show you real quick just how you want to go about back testing these targets. All right, so here what you see, these are the 1800 candles. There's a couple of midnight candles in there as well, and I'll do in the future video we'll have the weekly opens too, but this is how you want to back test, just so you can see how often it gets hit. All right, so here goes one, another, and I just extend these out indefinitely so we can just run to see how often price comes and hits these. All right, now the beginning is where that 1800 candle is. Now when it gets traded into, it doesn't mean that it's done. In fact, you'll see how much of a price target and a price magnet these are. All right, so we'll just kind of go through, and you can pay attention to the dates and the times and how much time has passed. This is the hour candle, or the hour chart rather. Right, there goes another 1800 candle right there, along with a midnight candle we introduced. And so price trades up into that one, and then it trades up into this one. Now what I want you to see is how when price actually hits these marks, look at how it bounces. It doesn't just burn through them. It doesn't just like burrow through them. It actually bounces, and here it bounced in between both. Again, this is the hour time frame, so each one of these candles is an hour, so that gives you an understanding of how long it takes to get between what looks like a very small area, because these are price magnets. So it hit here, came back down, bounced off of this midnight candle here, and came back up into these two 1800 candles. So these are price targets and magnets, right? Now it finally hits this 1800 candle up here, and look what it does. Trades through it just a little bit, and then comes back down to here, right? Trades back up into it. Now it hits that top one, hits it again, goes above it, comes back down below, above, below, and it's just basically consolidating around those price targets. Now the reason this is powerful, because this gives you the confidence to know, number one, that price wants to come to these levels for whatever reason. I'm not sure, but it wants to come to these levels. These are important levels. But number two, when you enter into your trade, if you see any one of these levels in your path, you know either to make it a target or at least make it a place where you take some partials. I like to call it taking your cigar, right? Because price respects those marks. It respects those points. It finally traded away from it at that point, but let's see if it comes back to it. I'm not sure if it does, if it is or not. I don't know. Came back up into it right there. And mind you, every day there's an there's an 1800 hour candle every single day. There's a midnight candle, midnight open every single day. So you're going to have a price target and a price magnet that creates itself every single day. I just wanted to extend these out into time so you can see that they never stop becoming magnets. They never stop being targets. So if you're wondering, where should I go with this trade? Right? If it's if your bias is bullish and you have some targets above you, then trade up to it. If it's bearish, you have some targets below it, trade down to it. Right? But in the beginning, all you're doing is just marking. And every day there's a midnight candle and there's an 1800 candle every single day. Every week there's a week open. Right? So these are targets that are being hit on a regular basis. They're being traded into and traded to and traded from and bounced off of. Every single day this is happening. And every time you see this happen, what's happening is you're getting more confidence, number one, in the move, but number two, you're getting confidence in the fact that you can actually identify it. And look, it made it all the way back up to there. All right, let's extend this one out real quick. Extend this one out. Extend this one out. So that's where we are now, right? Price trading down to this one. And if we were to extend these to the left, now you can see it going back. You can see all those targets again. It's all about having the confidence and knowing that you know where you're going. Because like I said before, none of us listening here, none of us on this, understand my voice, would get on a plane where they welcomed you to flight 1432 and told you we're going to have an amazing takeoff here. Don't know necessarily quite where we're going yet. We're going to figure that out eventually. And by the time we get to our cruising altitude, we have a pretty good idea about where we're going. Everybody would unbuckle their seatbelt and get off that plane as fast as possible. So if you wouldn't fly like that, why would you trade like that? Especially when you're trying to make a living off of this trade. Trying to make a living off this trading. Don't get in the trade if you don't know where you're going. And it's going to give you that confidence. And just extending these to the left a bit. We're going to see how far back those same levels just didn't become important at 6 o'clock. Very important to extend this one too. But yeah, go ahead and get some back testing in on these price magnets and targets. And we'll come back and we'll do the weekly as well.